Welcome to today's Explainer, everyone. We are unpacking something that is literally flipping the digital landscape on its head right now. We're talking about the massive evolution from old-school SEO to modern semantic SEO. The rules of the game have completely changed for 2025 and 2026, so let's break down exactly what that means and, more importantly, how you can adapt.
Okay, let's dive into this. 87.6%. This isn't just a random statistic, you guys. Right now, Google's AI overviews are appearing in nearly half of all search results. And when that AI actually generates an answer for a user, 87.6% of the time, it's citing the content that ranks in position 1. The stakes for ranking number 1 have literally never been higher. I mean, if you aren't optimizing for this modern era of search, you aren't just losing a few clicks anymore. You're being completely erased from the AI-driven conversation.
So, here is our blueprint for building a high-ranking digital storefront. We're covering 1. The new era of search. 2. Mastering content and intent. 3. On-page SEO optimization. 4. Technical SEO and performance. And finally, 5. Building trust and authority. Let's get right into it.
Section 1. The new era of search. The semantic shift.
Think about old SEO versus new SEO. Remember the era of exact match keyword stuffing? When you'd write an article and force the exact same phrase into the text 15 times, basically writing for bots? Well, that is completely dead. Today's search engines use natural language processing, or NLP. They don't just read words anymore, they actually understand the meaning behind human language. They know for a fact that fixing a leaky faucet and repairing a dripping sink mean the exact same thing. We are now optimizing for semantic context, and most importantly, we are writing for humans.
So, let's actually define our core term here. Semantic SEO is the practice of optimizing content for meaning, context, and user intent, rather than just exact single keywords. It's like a giant puzzle. When you write about Elon Musk, Google's knowledge graph instantly looks for related entities like Tesla, SpaceX, and electric vehicles. By including those related concepts, you're signaling to search engines that your content is deeply relevant and contextually rich. You're no longer just throwing a single keyword at the wall to see what sticks, you are painting the entire picture.
Moving on to Section 2, Mastering Content and Intent. Now, what's really interesting about this slide is how every single search query has a specific intent behind it, and matching that intent dictates the exact type of content you must create. If someone searches, "What is CRM?" that is informational intent. They just want a clear educational answer. If they search "best CRM software," that's commercial intent. They're looking for comparisons and reviews. But if they type "buy HubSpot CRM plan," that is transactional. They literally have their credit card out. If your page is trying to sell a product to someone who is just looking for basic information, they will bounce immediately. Google sees that bounce and boom, drops your ranking. You have to match the intent.
Once you really understand intent, you need to structure your content properly using topic clusters. It's a simple 3-step architecture. Step 1. Create a broad pillar page that covers a massive topic comprehensively, like digital marketing. Step 2. Build detailed subpages that answer very specific questions, like how to optimize an email subject line. Step 3. Connect them using semantic internal linking. Actually, a quick tip on that. Don't just use "click here" as a link. Use descriptive text like "learn more about email automation." This whole framework signals deep topical authority to search engines. It proves you aren't a one-hit wonder. You are the ultimate library on this subject.
All right, Section 3, On-Page SEO Optimization. Think of these foundational elements as the window display of your digital storefront. So the crucial point is getting these right is absolutely non-negotiable for your click-through rates. Your title tag needs to be 50 to 60 characters so it doesn't just get cut off in the search results. Your meta description should be under 160 characters and act as a super compelling hook for the searcher. Inside the page itself, your heading hierarchy, H1 for the main title, H2s and H3s for subtopics, acts as a roadmap for both the reader's eyes and the search engine crawler. And finally, keep your URL structure clean, use hyphens, keep it lowercase, and make it readable.
Here's a really specific high-impact tactic you can utilize: named anchor links. When you use a clear H2 and H3 heading structure and actually include a table of contents on your page, Google will often generate named anchor links right underneath your search snippet. This allows users to click directly into a specific section of your page straight from the search results. It provides amazing, quick navigation for the user, and critically, it captures much more physical real estate on the search engine results page, physically pushing your competitors further down.
Let's shift gears to Section 4, Technical SEO and Performance.
You might hear developers throw around the term Core Web Vitals. Well, let's demystify these technical acronyms right now so we're all on the same page. LCP stands for Largest Contentful Paint. That's simply how fast the main content of your page loads. FID is First Input Delay, how fast the page actually reacts when a user clicks a button. And CLS is Cumulative Layout Shift, which measures visual stability, so the text doesn't suddenly jump around while the user is trying to read, which is super annoying, right? Together, these measure speed, interactivity, and stability. A fast, stable, mobile-friendly page drastically reduces user bounce rates, which search engines absolutely reward with higher rankings.
One of the most powerful technical tools you have is schema markup. Search engines are smart, but schema explicitly feeds them the exact context they crave, and this brilliantly illustrates how we do it. Step 1 is choosing the relevant schema. Are you posting an FAQ, a product page, or a how-to guide? Step 2 is embedding the structured data into your site's code, usually in a format called JSON-LD. Step 3 is validating it. When you do this correctly, search engines reward you with rich snippets, like star ratings, prices, or expandable FAQ dropdowns right there on the search results page. It's a total game changer.
So imagine we've built a site with incredible semantic content, perfect on-page elements, and flawless technical plumbing, which naturally leads us to a massive question. Is great content and technical perfection enough to rank on its own? The hard truth is, no, it isn't. You need the final piece of the puzzle.
Which brings us to Section 5, Building Trust at Authority.
Let's move to SEO and see how this builds our site's reputation across the wider internet. These off-page signals act like digital word of mouth. High-authority backlinks are essentially votes of confidence from other reputable websites pointing back to yours. Guest blogging and earning brand mentions on other platforms tell Google that you are a recognized, legitimate entity in your industry, and please don't forget trust signals like authentic customer reviews. All of these elements combine to solidify what Google calls your EEAT profile: experience, expertise, authoritativeness, and trustworthiness, because without trust, you simply won't rank for competitive terms.
To summarize the core thesis of this entire explainer, let's look at this really powerful takeaway from our source material. Semantic SEO in 2025 is the key to visibility and trust. Google rewards meaning, context, and intent, not just keywords. I mean, that beautifully wraps up everything we've talked about. The algorithms are smarter, they are actively mimicking human understanding, and your content strategy must reflect that depth and context.
I want to leave you with this provocative question to chew on. Are you still optimizing your site for bots? Or are you ready to build for human intent and AI context? Take a hard look at your digital presence today. Audit your site based on the blueprint we just walked through. Stop the keyword stuffing, start mapping to user intent, clean up your technicals, and build that topical authority. Thanks so much for joining me for this explainer, and I highly encourage you to start applying these strategies right away. See you next time.